Good morning. A grey, dark last day of February in Baltimore. So good morning, welcome to your practice. If you're new to this, my name is Martha McAlpin and this is day 19 of a 40-day sequence. You're always welcome to hop in, always welcome to join, always welcome to miss a day or two. These are absolutely available to us. We're never behind. We're never behind. We're never behind with beginning and we're never behind along the way. I'll be here every day and you come when it serves you. So happy Sunday. Bring your palms together. Once you've got a little bit of heat, one hand on the low belly. If you're using your oil, do it now. One hand on the low back. Feel that space between your hands. Svadhistana is made of two Sanskrit words. Sva is self, adhistana is dwelling place. The dwelling place of yourself is your home. The aspect here is one of water. Water is the element of Svadhistana, changeable, pliable. The energy beneath it is earth, and from earth there is stability, but it is rigid and fixed. Here it is mobile. This is the place of our choices. This is a place where we, as an existing being, come into contact with the rest of the world. And as we come into the rest of the world, we decide we like, we don't like, we want, we don't want. And we have a response. And as we make that response, we create who we are. So this home here between your hands, this watery, changeable element, is made of your choices. And the choices that are our home, that we are most familiar with, that we repeat most easily and consistently, is our identity. The question is, how fixed do we want this to be? We want to know ourselves. But we also want it to be malleable, shifting, changing, full and small, depending on the moment. So we get it moving. We give it circulation, we give it articulation, and then in the pauses in between, we will nourish the space to water ourselves, to fill our well. So welcome. Palms together once again, we tune in with a mantra. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to everything outside of me and everything inside. May we be guided. 3 times inhale. Om. Welcome, roll your shoulders, roll your wrists. Your playlist begins. And so our playlist is 2 Svadhistana. We start at the 2nd track. Take my leave of you. Set your blocks, blankets aside. Come to lie down on your back. And we begin there. Knees are bent, feet are flat. Hands out to the side or overhead. If you know where you're going, go. And arching your back, drop your shoulders, drop your hips, open the front of your body, and then round your spine into the floor, tip of the tail. Roll through the spine.
and round. Taking your time right there, close your eyes and find your pace. Inhaling as you arch, exhaling as you round. 2 minutes, plenty of time to find your own rhythm and settle in. Allowing the inner form of your body to melt, bones of your spine to become watery. Feel how it changes your breathing, your state of mind. Pause. Notice any change in the abdomen, any activity, any sensation. And just keep building on here. There's nothing for you to do but receive what each posture provides. Walk your feet a step forward and widen your feet to feel the outside edges of the mat. Drop your knees to the left. Soften, fall, and then drop your knees to the right. And move through the full sole of your foot, the outside edge, the inside edge. Think more of your feet than your knees. And it's not trying to get your knees further. The knees will find their limit and they will pause. Think about simply rolling across the soles of your feet. Closing your eyes, without trying to take your knees any further, simply soften, and from the feet shift your attention to the hips. And bring your breath into the pelvis, and at the exhalation, loosen any tension you find there. Begin to move more swiftly as your joints open. Breathing more deeply as the spine can release. A minute. Melt and move. Three, two, and center. Draw your knees into your chest and interlace your fingers over your left shin. Keep it close. Right leg out, flex both feet, point toes, roll ankles, and then draw your right knee to your chest. Out wide and extend again. knee into the center, out to the right, and extending long. So making a great circle with your right knee. Holding the left shin close. And then to reverse your direction, wide to the right, into the center, and extending long. You start to make some space into the right hip, right low belly, right low back. One, to change. Hold the right shin, left leg long. Roll the ankles, starting from the feet. Draw your left knee to your chest. Out to the left and extend out long. Knee to chest, out to the left, extend out long. One more, and we reverse. Knee to the left, to the center, to extend. To the left, to the center, to extend. Good. And one more. Putting your right foot to the floor, put your left ankle over your right knee. Lift your head, shoulders, and lift your right heel. Draw it together. Extend open, hands overhead. If you need to, hands behind thighs will help. If you don't need to, lift your head, shoulders. If you're ready, if you're warm, then moving more swiftly, open and close. Four, and three, and two. Changing to put your left foot down, your right ankle over the left knee, draw it in, to open and to close. Hands to the backs of your thighs as needed, hand behind the back of your head if you need to support your neck. Activate the abdomen. The center point, the navel, open and close. 2 and 1. And feet flat, hands to thighs, press away, open the belly and breathe deeply there. Put the soles of your feet together and allow your knees to fall open. Hands to belly, hands to thighs. Bring the attention of your breath into your chest and feel your chest expand. And that same sensation of expanse, bring that down into the low belly. And while the mechanism of your breath, the lungs and the ribs and the diaphragm, all is in the chest, take that expansive sensation, that awareness, that intention, and flood the pelvis, just as you would fill the chest. This is the space to feed just now, to open, to access. Good. Bring your feet together. Bring your knees together. Elbows down, elbows wider, hands overhead, you pick. Let your knees open wide, feet will come apart, and then feet flat, knees together. Inhale, open, exhale, close. We open and close. There will be a little resistance, a little catch. How lightly can you move? Sink your low back. Sink your low back. Take the work out of your hips. All the tension you're holding in the hip joints, in the low belly, see if we can give it a little bit of freedom. 3, 2, and feet flat. Standing in your heels, lift your hips 4 to 6, 8 inches maybe. Feet together or slightly apart. Draw your knees apart and draw your knees together, keeping your hips lifted. Inhale, open, exhale, close, or long, deep breaths. Stand in your feet. 3, 2, and standing, roll the spine back down to the floor and notice that space of the abdomen. The breath deep down into the belly, expansive and full just the way your chest can be. Widen your arms out to the side, lift your heels high, draw your legs apart. Letting the left foot come toward the floor, the right will follow, right on left. Maybe they touch, maybe not. And then up and open and the right foot to the floor, left on top. Sweeping up and over. Modification is to bend your knees. If your legs don't get all the way to the floor in this twist, just go as far as they are stable but brave. And then into the center. Good. Knees bend, feet flat. Hands to thighs, press away. Just feeling the low belly. We'll build a cross-legged seat. A little bit of height is very helpful here. So as you roll yourself up, sit on a bolster. And the heels go wide. Shake out the feet, shake out the knees, prop your knees if you need to. From here, interlace your fingers and begin a great circle right through the middle. Through the legs, into the low belly, and right out the knuckles. Close your eyes, settle in, a simple minute right here. And reverse your direction. That you're opening the backs of the legs, the soles of the feet, the spaces between the toes, how the legs meet the body, the circularity of your hips, the space of your upper back. And as you reverse direction again, allow it to be smaller. A little quicker. Stay in the feet, stay in the seat. Drive from the base of the pose. And reverse, same quick, steady movement, making yourself
Equally pliable, right side, left side, overriding, subsuming old asymmetries, evening out. Three, two, one. Pause at the center, sitting tall. And bringing your feet together, bend your knees, point your toes up, heels down, thumbs out. Inhale forward, exhale back, which may be absolutely perfect and sufficient for the morning. Or as you're ready, hands apart as you come forward. If drawing your hands apart creates strain and creates despair, keep your hands together, come forward, come back. As needed, hands can be on the ground. Everything can be changed so that it's possible to move with a breath at a time. Three, two. Good. And sitting tall, cross your legs, hands to thighs, sit up tall, take your hands up. Little cups, chin up, 3 more sips, fill the collarbones, tuck your chin, and then pulse the pelvic floor as though you were stirring sand along the surface of the ocean's bottom. 3, 2. And chin up, breath out, hands down. And notice. That we have a sensation we have to do things, that somehow I have to do more or think more, and somehow by thinking about Svadhistana and thinking about this home, I can change it. I will be changed if I make change here. We don't trust our practice as fully as we might, but as we move here, we will find that making decisions in days to come, the role we play in our lives will begin to open, and what's possible for us to do in our futures begins to change. This is the work. Just allow it to open. Nothing more. It's happening for you. Put your blocks up in front. Unfold your blanket one time. And stepping to the front of the mat. 2 fists fit between your feet. Hands reach out long. Drop your seat deeply. Lift your thumbs, lift your heart, stand up tall. Here is the inhalation. Sit your seat as you can. Drop your ribs, drop your hands. Here is your exhalation. Sit down, stand tall, unfold. And fold. Drop your seat to lift your hands. Unfold. Drop into your heels. Out of your muscles and into your joints. Less work and more access. Each time you fold down, you lengthen the back of your spine. Each time you stand, drop into the heels, up out of the hands, and sit more deeply. And rise tall, palms forward, notice, stand. Widen down. Knees bend, hands to block. Step your left foot back, left knee to the blanket. Hands up high. And as you go back, drop your hands, inhaling up. Taking out all the drama. We're not trying, we're not pushing, we're not reaching. We are an active momentum. Hands up and down to the blocks. The left foot steps up. Sit your seat to lift your heart to stand tall. And down. Right foot steps back, right knee down. What if we simply make the shapes without any expectation or assumption? Let them simply move. And the hands come down. And the right foot steps up. Sitting down, hands wide and tall. And back to the floor. Left foot back, left knee down. Inhale. Exhale down. As your hands are high, the right hand holds the left wrist, moving forward, move back. So that there's a little more space in the left side. And as you come forward, pause. And you are in command of how far, how deep that is. Rather than resting in the joint, come back a little and have some space. Opening as you can, as you will. And hands down. Pause a beat. Step the left foot up. Sit down to stand tall. And the right foot will step up. Up and down, forward and back. Gathering up the tension that may have formed in your day, that may have formed in your night, and letting it out of your body. Left hand holds the right wrist. The movement may be an inch. And as you come forward, you decide how deeply to bend the front knee. Use the feet to command how far you go in, and listen what serves you. Hands down. Set your blocks aside. Shifting back. High plank until you can fit your hips right over your blanket, setting down. A bend of the knees to press back to child's pose. You roll forward and back, flushing the low belly, tucking the chin. If it doesn't suit your body, cat-cow, hands and knees, allowing your spine to round and release. Or if you'd like to take it a little further, coming forward, pause, look to the right, and look to the left, and center, and back. Forward, look right, look left, and look up. And child's pose, palms together, thumbs up, elbows down, drop your head. To rise. Double check that your playlist is now at We Are the Ones. Folding your blanket one more time, a thick long rectangle that will give you a seat. Adding your blocks. Hands high. Up and out. And then hands down to the blocks, fingers forward or out to the side. Press your outer feet. As you press your hands, lift your hips and inhale up. Hands down, cross, rise. Inhale up. To change our ways takes diligence. to allow ourselves a broader capacity to know ourselves more fully, to know ourselves as someone who is capable of more than we are familiar with. This takes power, takes prana. And we generate this and we find it and we learn to know this is in our bodies. It's in our gesture, it's in our choice. And then we know we're capable of more, and our identity, our home within ourselves is rewritten. I am more than I know. Inhaling up, exhaling down, pause, and just pause, nothing else, stay. Rewrite who you assume you are. And sit down and hands high. That rewriting is your most powerful creative act. Stay. I'm an early riser. I'm an accountant. I'm a daughter. I'm alone. Rewrite this. Sit down, hands up, inhale. And again, press, stay. There is more within you than you know. And it is your home at all times. Sit down, let it through. One more, easy, up and down, no pause. Good. And hands high, little cups. Inhale, lift your chin. Add 3 sips. Fill every space. Tuck your chin. And pulse the pelvic floor as you extend your arms. Open your elbows. Fill the cups of your hands. Rearrange your home frequency. You are more than you know. Lift your chin, breathe it out. Hands down. Good. Shake out your legs, recross your feet if you need to. If you need to, stand. If you need to, sit on the edge of a blanket. The movement starts in the spine. The arms are an extension of the spine. Opening and closing your hands in the hips and up into the heart. Most modified, drop your hands very low. Hands can be as small as you choose. As you're ready, hands are rising, arms are widening. There's never a rush. There's never force. Move from the base. And breathe. Inhale, exhale. Be encouraged. The lyrics here from you to you, from the day to you. You are welcome here. You are revered. You are loved and admired. Move your body and allow that to be what you can hear all the way to your bones. Keep softening the shoulders. There is a welcome in your gesture. If it's too much, drop your hands so that you're not fighting yourself, so that nothing inside of you says you are insufficient. That is not what we are building within us. Maybe you take it up and you get juicy and then you drop it down and you let it change a minute and then you come back in. This is yours. Moving until you can feel you are welcome. hands wide, little cups, bring it up, 3 sips, all of it. Tuck your chin, pulse the pelvic floor. Svadhistana, 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 Svadhistana. My home, my home, my home. Chin up, breath out. Elbows down, sit tall, eyes closed. Feel this. This brilliance always yours. Hands to the blocks. As you lean forward, press your feet, press your hands, lift your seat, and back down. Inhale, up and open. Stabilize all of it, press and rise. As you reach up, open your elbows, straighten your arms. There are channels and lines that we are working with. One more. Open them clearly. And fold your last 2 fingers in, bend your elbows, first 2 fingers together, and then down and up. Move from the seat so that the movement is initiated in your hips. Good. Like a great airport controller. Modification 1, stay if you need it, or elbows lifting. Modification 2, stay if you need it, or arms straighten. And like a great crack of a whip, the hands follow the initiation of your hips. You're rolling energy up and down through the spine. Inhale up, exhale down. Bend your elbows if it's too much of a strain on your back. Let the inhale match the exhale. Let the up match the down. Smooth it out. Keep making a little more upward space. The shoulders, the chest, the spine. Hands high. Open your fingers. Bend your elbows and let it down. This is your home frequency. That's our cat. So we come to stand. Pick it up, super. Setting your blocks, blankets aside, you may sit. Super traditional, super classical. If you have a seat that has the capacity to sit, then stay. If you prefer to stand, unsit for a moment, wag your tail, tap your heels, shake it out. Hands spread wide, thumbs into the palms, fingers over the thumbs, a forward wind. The shoulders stay soft. The body moves as it needs to move, eyes closed, big, smooth, steady breath. If you're lost in any way, the song is Stromboli. Ha. We hold our identity. In particular, we hold our wounds and limitations. I look at my phone and I say, I'll never know how to shoot proper video. I'm a yoga teacher. I'm not a cameraman. Right there, I've made a limitation. I move my arms, I wag my tail, I say I am all of it. I might not be familiar yet, but I am capable. It may take me time, but I am willing. This is what we're changing. Move, breathe, elicit your own energy and allow a greater capacity. If nothing else, simply, I will not redefine myself. I will not create a line that says I cannot cross. Out of the mind, into the body. Feel the sensations that you're generating. Soften your shoulders as needed. Soften your face. Hint of a smile. We are here. We are here. What needs to change? Where are you working? How can you be at work, in your home, in your body all the time? Let it out. Come home. Shift what needs shifting. Come in. Keep finding it. Are you at home? Are you at home? What's needed? "30 seconds. Drop a gear, softer, lighter. Three, two, inhale, shake it out. Make fists, cross your forearms, keep that inhale, hold your breath, press your forearms hard up, chin in, heels down, toes long. 3, 2, 1. Breath out, shake it out. Inhale. Tight fist, cross your forearms, press and hold until you tremble. Go through, be changed, and down. Out the hands, out the feet, to build a cross-legged seat. Blocks up in front, hands up, blocks. So that you can fold softly forward, supporting yourself on the blocks. So that you can rise up, hands to shoulders, opening. Hands to shoulders, folding. Inhaling up and down. Good. It can be an inch. Work here, or as your low back, low belly are ready, hold opposite elbows. Just the height of your head, folding. Rising, press into the outside edges of the feet, use the legs, use the navel. Work here, or if you have the capacity in the shoulders and chest, elbows straight over the shoulders. Plenty of options, go where it serves you. slow it down. But this is not an athletic gesture, it is one of
Devotion.
prostration. Humility and praise. Pause tall. Put your left hand down and reach your right hand over. Put your right hand down and reach your left hand over. Stay steady and equal in your seat. Feel the sides of your spine. So the hand to the floor is a great support. Use that as needed. Your second modification, palms together, hands the height of the heart. Same movement in the spine. Press your palms, activate your low abdomen, navel to spine. Or hands the height of the forehead. Same movement in the spine. Or hands overhead, fingertips an inch apart. Move through the spine. The action begins and is maintained in the low belly. The spine is just fluidly following. A little more fluid, a little smaller, a little less motion, and a little quicker. But you're not going quite as far, so you can move from side to side. Bring your heart up and your chin in, reach through the spine. 15 seconds. And then play. Where will it go? Where will it take you? What will you dare? Keep the seat, move the arms, move the fingers. Last of it. Here we go. I am not this. I am not that. I am not this. I am not that. I am all of it if I choose. Up and out. 3, 2. And little cups. Straighten your arms. Chin up and down. 3 sips. Fill it up. Heart up, chin in, pulse the pelvic floor. Svadhistana, Svadhistana, Svadhistana. I am home, 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 self. And release. Breath down into the pelvis. Setting your blocks aside. Staying seated on your blanket, you'll come to lie on your back.
Interlace your hands behind the back of your neck, the base of your skull, thumbs pointing down, elbows wide. Press the outside edges of the elbows into the floor. This will lift your heart. A little arch of the back, drop your seat, rest your feet fully on the floor. Press into the elbows and deepen the breath into the pelvis. This may be perfect. Stay here, just building awareness lower and lower and lower into the belly. We're pressing into the heels, the hips rise and descend. Inhale up, exhale down, or long, deep breathing. Elbows wide, just press your heels to float your hips. Let it be small and simple. Set it down, pause. Walk your legs out long, keep your hands where they are. Deepen your breath into your abdomen, lengthen the body. Point the toes, point the toes. Tiny wag of the tail, keep lengthening the front from the navel to the hips, to the thighs, to the toes. Wide elbows. And then release. Bend your knees, walk your feet in. Bring your hands down, rest your hands on your thighs, pause there. Hold your right knee. And then change and hold your left knee, just letting the low back balance out. Bring it up. Cross-legged seat, sitting tall. Add any socks or layer or blanket as needed to stay warm as you sit tall, so that in its chill, the body doesn't begin to contract. So we have been using Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, to balance the left and right sides of the brain, to activate the left and right sides of the body. Svadhistana is a place of duality, of polarity. That polarity creates charge, and at the same time, the space, the activity between the two creates stability, the third space. Raising your left hand so slightly the thumb and the first fingertips to touch. Gather the last 3 fingers together. Make it organized and simple and open. And then the left hand to descend. Stay open. Organize yourself so that the left shoulder and the right shoulder are in alignment. So the left hip and the right hip are in alignment. And from there, the spine is an axis that's clear and holds you. Breath remains aware of the low body. Right hand, first 2 fingers folding together and folding down. Take your 4th finger, your ring fingertip, to the left inner eye corner and slide down the left side of the nose. Feel where the bone ends and close there, just above the flare of the nostril. Eyes closed, breathe easily in and out the right side only. If you're tempted to leave, this is the most important moment of the practice. All the channels of the right side body, the right side energy is different, is particular. The pingala, the sun, the action, the decision, the speaking. Release there and take the tip of your right thumb to your right inner eye corner and slide down the bone of the nose. Feel where the bone ends, just above the flare of the nostril. Close the right side and breathe easily through the left. The physical body is prepared. The subtle body is brightened. The left side body, the Ida, the moon, the listening, the awareness, the receiving, the integration. Breathe in through the mouth and out the mouth. Lips together, breathe in the left side. Close the left, open the right, breathe out right, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in right, 2, 3, 4. Out left, 2, 3, 4. And in left, 2, 3, 4. Out right, 2, 3, 4. In right. Out left. In left. Smooth, tall, simple. Out right. In right. Out left. Right hand down, eyes closed, in and out through both nostrils. Feel the chest open on the inhale, the heart comes up, the chin comes in. On the exhale, feel the navel to the spine. Use the body to assist the breath. Right hand to rise, first 2 fingers folding in. Right thumb tip, close the right side. Breathe in left, 2, 3, 4. Out right, 2, 3. Continue in right. Out left. In left. Out right. Open the body. In right. Out left. continue. Right hand down as you conclude, eyes closed, breath in and out both nostrils. Balancing. Sun meets moon. Hearing meets speaking. Adding a hold. Right hand, first 2 fingers down, close the right side. In, left, 2, 3, 4, pause both. 2, 3, out, right, 2, 3, 4, pause both. 2, 3, in, right. Fill your chest, sit tall, heart up, pause both, feel full. Out, left. Navel to spine, pause, empty. In, left. Pause both, feel full. Out, right. Pause both, feel empty. In, right. Pause. Out, left. Pause. In, left. Pause, be held. Out, right. Pause, be free. In, right. Pause, be held. Out, left. Pause, be free. Right hand down, normal breathing. Make no effort in the breath. Let your awareness drop deeper into the pelvis. Simply noticing there. Aware of any holding in any direction, left, right, front, back. Inviting an even brilliance throughout the pelvis. More and more light becomes available. Not with the mind, but the body, simply inviting, including, encouraging more sensation. Explore that. Not good, not bad, just sensation, freedom, nourishment, choice. Softening who you think you are.
deepen your breath. Inhaling up. Palms together on the exhalation, thumbs to the forehead center. I am this, Sat Nam, 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam, inhale. Sat Nam, I see myself. Namaste, I see you. Thank you so much for your practice, for your time and your dedication. If you've been practicing for a while and you don't have a donation, $5. On the days when it feels like maybe I won't show up, you'll be wasting that. And this will matter. So the question is, does it matter to you? To me, it's irrelevant, the amount. The amount is up to you. This is you with you making a decision that says, I'm going to show up. Staying, the opportunity to stay in one aspect of ourselves for 40 days is so extraordinary. To know ourselves so deeply. How long have we lived without knowing, without awareness of how we are holding ourselves in an old story of who we are? Kundalini yoga is a form of Laya yoga, and Laya yoga is the dissolution, the dissolving, the coming undone, the washing clean. The energy centers, the chakras are a storehouse. They are provided as we are born, and then they are our opportunity to rewrite, to refresh, to reclaim, and to rename as our own. We use the physical body, we use the repetition to build an awareness of our own abilities that we can see and measure and feel at a gross material level. I am stronger here for this. But that strength is what allows me then to decide I'm ready to change jobs. And in that I am ready to change jobs, I am ready to see beyond the field of jobs that I have known to be this. I am this. So this is what I look for, and this is what I continue to re-inhabit. I need more power than my habit to be able to see into a new perspective, to dare to imagine a change in my life so significant, to hold myself to that possibility when I make a change. We say, yes, 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 here we go, I'll make a change in my diet. I'm going to give up drinking. I'm going to give up smoking. I'm going to give up whatever it is. I'm going to change. That change, that momentum, that impetus, this is the second chakra. It says, I am making a choice. Do you have the power? We show up day after day, and that consistency gives us power. That consistency mows down, subsumes, clears the voices that says, you've tried this before, baby. It doesn't happen. Give it up. I know that voice. And she is welcome, but she is not in charge. And she comes to my mat and she says, who are you to teach? And I say, watch. And she shows up every class. But I am more than she is. And you are more than you know. And so you make a contribution to yourself and you say, this is how much this matters to me. I claim this. I'll see you tomorrow. And again, 16 days from now, we will have been here every day for a year. I'll be right there because it makes my life better. And I love to do this with you.